So we do have this illustration, that is enter the following transactions in the journal of Siaram and Sons. We have to prepare journal for these transactions. The first transaction that we do have is on 2020 January 1st, Siaram and Sons started business with cash. मैंने आप लोगों को पहले भी बताया था अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन के चैप्टर में, जब कभी भी इस तरह का टर्म आपको देखने के लिए मिलता है, स्टार्टेड बिजनेस, commenced business, introduced in business, all these such terms, these represents what? These represents capital. These represents capital. And what do you think, what is the nature of capital? Personal, real and nominal. In what category you will fall the capital? Capital is an account of the person or the owner, and owner is a person. So capital account falls under personal account. The another account which will be affected in this transaction will be the cash. What is the nature of cash account? The cash is an asset, so it will fall under real account. Personal, real and nominal में से cash किस में जाएगा? Cash will go in the real account. Now this transaction, just concentrate over this transaction. For the real account, we use the rules: debit the receiver, credit the for the real account we use the rule, that is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. When the transaction says Siaram and Sons started business with cash, so whether cash is coming in the business or cash is going out of the business, so obviously cash is coming in the business, so cash account will be debited. On the other side, who has given this cash? For the personal account, the rule debit the receiver, credit the giver is to be applied. Now this amount have been given by Siaram, so Siaram is the giver, Siaram and Sons is the giver, so capital account will be credited. I repeat, in this transaction cash account will be debited and capital account will be credited. फाइन. सबसे पहले तो हमारे माइंड में ये क्लियर होना चाहिए कि कौन सा अकाउंट डेबिट होगा, कौन सा क्रेडिट होगा. इसके बाद में हम कॉन्सेंट्रेट करेंगे कि जर्नल के फॉर्मेट में इस जर्नल एंट्री को हमें रिप्रेजेंट कैसे करना है. आई रिपीट, इन दिस फर्स्ट ट्रांजेक्शन कैश अकाउंट विल बी डेबिटेड एंड कैपिटल अकाउंट विल बी क्रेडिटेड. कैश अकाउंट को डेबिट करना है और कैपिटल अकाउंट को क्रेडिट करना है. अब आपके सामने जर्नल एंट्री की हुई है, फॉर्मेट हमने बना लिया, डेट, पर्टिकुलर्स, लेजर फोलियो, अमाउंट डेबिट एंड अमाउंट क्रेडिट. आफ्टर दैट डेट का फॉर्मेट आप देखें कैसे लिखा जाएगा. सबसे पहले ईयर लिखना है, ईयर के बाद में मंथ और मंथ के बाद में जिस पर्टिकुलर डेट पे वो ट्रांजेक्शन हुआ है. Then how the transaction will be written to be? First of all, as I told you, that cash account will be debited. So you can check that here we have written as cash account debited. DR represents debit. Fine. And the amount have been mentioned in the debit column. After that, I told you that capital account will be credited. So after that, the 2 will be mentioned for the credit. So 2 capital account. 2 means 2 represents credit. जिस अकाउंट को क्रेडिट करना होगा ना उसके आगे हम 2 से उसकी शुरुआत करेंगे. The amount have been mentioned in the credit column. I repeat, first of all, with each and every transaction we have to identify that which accounts needs to be debited and which account needs to be credited, and based over those rules what we are going to do, we will debit the account which is required to be debited and we will credit the account which is required to be credited. जर्नल एंट्री पास करते समय आपको ये ध्यान रखना है कि जिन अकाउंट्स को डेबिट करना है वो पहले लिखे जाते हैं और उसके बाद में जिन अकाउंट्स को क्रेडिट करना है वो आते हैं. जिन अकाउंट्स को हमने डेबिट किया उनके सामने वर्ड DR लिखा जाता है और जिन अकाउंट को क्रेडिट करना उनसे पहले वर्ड टू लिखा जाता है. सो हियर वी हैव फॉर्म द जर्नल एंट्री दैट इज कैश अकाउंट डेबिटेड टू कैपिटल अकाउंट. Kindly do not read it as cash account DR to capital account because we are English medium CBSE education, CBSE and English medium school student. So don't read it like a Hindi medium candidates like the cash account DR to. It should be read in a actual manner, that is cash account debited rupees 50,000 to capital account rupees 50,000. इसके बाद में आप देखेंगे कि ब्रैकेट में हमने कुछ एक्सप्लेनेशन लिख रखा है. ये क्या है? This is a short explanation of the transaction that have been entered here and this is actually known as narration. हमने किस बात का यहाँ पे ट्रांजेक्शन लिखा है? स्टार्टेड बिजनेस का. तो देखिए वही लिखा हुआ है, कैश ब्रॉट इनटू द बिजनेस बाय सियाराम एंड सन्स एज कैपिटल. तो जिस बात की हमने जर्नल एंट्री पास की है उस ट्रांजेक्शन का एक शॉर्ट डिस्क्रिप्शन, शॉर्ट एक्सप्लेनेशन यहाँ पे लिखा जाता है विद इन द ब्रैकेट्स, एंड दैट इज नोन एज नरेशन, NARRATION, narration. Narration is the short explanation of the transaction mentioned under each and every journal entry. तो ये हमारा फर्स्ट ट्रांजेक्शन यहाँ पे कंप्लीट हुआ, फर्स्ट ट्रांजेक्शन की जर्नल एंट्री कंप्लीट हुई. ठीक है, मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट ट्रांजेक्शन. लेट्स सी व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट ट्रांजेक्शन वी डू हैव. The second transaction is purchased goods for cash. Now, when you purchase goods for cash, what accounts will be affected? One will be the cash account because you have purchased goods for cash. So one account will be the cash account and another account will be the purchases account. Whenever we purchase goods, we do not use the term goods. Instead, we use the purchases. Whenever we sell goods, we do not use the term goods. Instead, we use the word sales. So in this transaction, two accounts have got affected. Now, what is the nature of purchase? Purchase comes under nominal. The nature of purchase is expense. So purchase comes under nominal. And what is the nature of cash? Cash is an asset. So cash comes under real. In this transaction, now just recall the rules that we studied. Expenses are needed to be debited. Accordingly, purchases will be debited. And where we are talking about cash, जब आप गुड्स परचेस करोगे तो बिजनेस में कैश आएगा या बिजनेस से कैश जाएगा? ऑब्वियसली व्हेन वी आर बाइंग द गुड्स, कैश इज गोइंग आउट ऑफ द बिजनेस, सो इट विल रिजल्ट इन आउटफ्लो ऑफ कैश. कैश is going out of the business. According to the rules, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. What we need to do, we need to credit the cash account. In this second transaction, purchases account will be debited and cash account will be credited with rupees 20,000. Let us check the journal entry in the format. Now, when we will record this second transaction, we need not to mention the year again and again. Year will be mentioned only once on the top, but the month and the date will be mentioned again and again. Year हमने सिर्फ एक बार लिखा था 2020 on the top of the statement. After that, again we need not to mention the year, but the date will be mentioned as again and again with the month also. And this is the actual format that you have to use for the mentioning the date and the month and the year and everything. जो हमारा एक यूजुअल तरीका होता है, हम जो लिख देते हैं 2/1/20, वो पैटर्न यहाँ पे नहीं चलेगा. We do have a particular format for mentioning the date also. After that, what we discussed, that purchase account will be debited because it is an expense. So you can see purchases account debited rupees 20,000 in the debit column. And we studied that cash account will be credited because cash is going out of the business. So to cash account, which account, the account that has to be credited will be starting with the word to cash account, and the amount have been mentioned in the credit column. And lastly, we have mentioned a short explanation of the transaction, that is goods purchased for cash. छोटा सा एक explanation हमें लिखना होता है उस transaction का जिस बात की हमने journal entry पास की है. Here ends up our second journal entry. If you find any query, any doubt regarding any part, you can mention in the chat box. It's available all the time. Moving to the third transaction. The third transaction we are having is purchased goods from Subhash. Now you just keep this thing, remember that whenever we are buying goods, which account will be debited? Whenever we are buying goods, purchases account will be debited. It's a fixed treatment. That is, whenever we are buying goods, one fixed account will be debited. Which account? That is, purchases account will be debited. Now the thing is, which account is to be credited? So in the second transaction, we purchased those goods for cash, so we credited the cash account. But in this transaction, we are buying these goods from Subhash. Subhash is a person who falls under personal account. For the personal account, the rules applied will be debit the receiver, credit the giver. When we are buying goods from Subhash, Subhash have become the giver. आप सुभाष से गुड्स परचेज कर रहे हो तो सुभाष क्या हो गया? सुभाष गिवर हो गया. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द रूल्स, सुभाष's account should be credited. Subhash's account should be credited with rupees 12,000. So this will be the situation in this third transaction, which has taken place on January 4. On January 4, purchases account will be debited and Subhash account is to be credited. Okay, I hope everyone is clear. Let us check this thing in the format also. Purchase account is to be debited and Subhash account is to be credited. Let's check the third transaction in the format. We do have this transaction here in the format. First of all, the date January 4. After that, purchases account debited rupees 12,000. In the debit column, amount have been mentioned. To Subhash account, 2 represents the credit. So to Subhash account, rupees 12,000 in the amount column. In the credit column, amount 12,000 have been mentioned. Soon after that, narration has been given, that is goods purchased from Subhash on credit. Earlier we had mentioned goods purchased for cash. This time, because we have purchased goods on credit, so we have mentioned goods purchased from Subhash on credit. Clear? Now, one thing has to be given a due consideration here. We have just mentioned to Subhash, right? To Subhash, we have mentioned here. Whenever we mention a natural personal, Subhash is a natural personal, and if we want to mention account, what we need to do, we may need to make it apostrophe s to Subhash's account, like this. कभी भी जो आप देखेंगे कि हमने कैश अकाउंट के सामने अकाउंट लिखा था, हमने कैपिटल के सामने अकाउंट लिखा है, हमने परचेज के आगे अकाउंट लिखा है, फाइन, लेकिन हमने सुभाष के आगे अकाउंट नहीं लिखा था, बिकॉज सुभाष इज अ नेचुरल पर्सनल, और नेचुरल पर्सनल के आगे अगर हमें अकाउंट लिखना है तो उसको हमें क्या करना होगा, उससे हमें पहले नेम के आगे अपोस्ट्रोफी एस लगाना होगा, दैट इज it should be to Subhash's personal, to Subhash's account. Like this, it has to be mentioned. Either simply to Subhash or it should be to Subhash's account. Fine. Moving to the next transaction, transaction number 4, which has taken place on January 5. So let's see what is the transaction. The transaction is purchased furniture for cash. This time you have not purchased goods, instead you have purchased furniture. And whenever there will be a purchase of furniture, and furniture falls under which category? Furniture is an asset. Furniture is an asset. For the asset, the rule will be debit what comes in, credit what goes out. According to that, furniture account needs to be debited, because जब आप furniture purchase कर रहे हो तो business में purchase आ रहा है या जा रहा है. Obviously, when we are buying furniture, then furniture is coming in the business. Another thing, which account will be credited? So we have purchased this furniture for cash, and cash is also an asset, falls under real account. So when we are buying furniture, cash is going out of the business, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Accordingly, cash account needs to be credited with the amount of rupees 6,000. So in this transaction of January 5, we will debit furniture account and we will credit the cash account. Let us check this transaction in the format of journal. We do have the formats here. We do have, so first of all we'll mention the date, that is January 5. After that, as I told you, furniture account will be debited with rupees 6,000 because it is coming in the business, and cash account will be credited because it is going out of the business. The amount in front of cash will be mentioned in the credit column, and the amount in front of furniture will be mentioned in the debit column. जिस अकाउंट को डेबिट किया है उसका अमाउंट डेबिट कॉलम में, जिस अकाउंट को क्रेडिट किया है तो उसका अमाउंट क्रेडिट कॉलम में. After that, a short explanation of the transaction we have mentioned, that is furniture purchased for cash, that is called narration. Let's move further. The next transaction has taken place on January 10. On January 10, we do have a transaction that is paid cash to Subhash. You have made a payment. Which two accounts have got affected in this transaction? One is the cash account, because if we are making payment, then cash is going out of the business. So one is the cash account. Another one is the Subhash account, who is the receiver of this cash. For the Subhash, we will apply the rule debit the receiver, credit the giver. And because Subhash is the receiver, it means it needs to be debited. And because for the cash we will apply the rule that is debit what comes in, credit what goes out, and because cash is going out of the business, so cash account should be credited. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out, so cash account should be credited. So in this transaction of January 10, Subhash account will be debited and cash account will be credited with rupees 8,000. Clear? Let's check this transaction in the format of journal. Subhash account needs to be debited and cash account needs to be credited. Here we do have the journal entry. First of all, we have mentioned the date, January 10. After that, Subhash account have been debited here because Subhash was the receiver of money with rupees 8,000 in the debit column. And cash account have been credited here because cash was going out of the business. Amount have been mentioned in the credit column. And obviously after that, the short explanation, that is cash paid to Subhash, a short narration have been given here. Short explanation for the transaction have been given here. Let's move further. Next transaction we do have on January 16. So what is the transaction? The transaction in January 16 is purchased goods. मैंने क्या बताया, जब कभी भी purchased goods आएगा तो आप क्या करेंगे, which account is to be debited? Purchases account needs to be debited because purchase is an expense and expenses are always debited. So whenever you get a transaction purchased goods, purchase account will be debited. The thing is, further it has been written is from Ravi for cash because these goods have been purchased for cash. So the rule of real account will apply because cash is an asset. So when we are purchasing goods, cash is going out of the business. So debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Accordingly, cash accounts needs to be credited. Purchase account needs to be debited and cash accounts needs to be credited with the amount of rupees 7,500. So the journal entry will be purchases account debited to cash account. क्या journal entry हो जाएगी? Purchases account debited to cash account. Just check it whether we are right or not. So here we do have journal entry on January 16, purchases account debited to cash account, goods purchased for cash, 7,500 in the debit column and 7,500 in the credit column. Clear? Moving further, the next transaction has taken place on January 17. So let's see what is the transaction on January 17. On January 17, we do have the transaction that is purchased goods from Ravi. Again, purchased goods they are talking about. Whenever there will be a purchase of goods, purchase account will be debited. इतना तो अब तक आपको याद हो ही गया होगा कि जब कभी भी purchase goods की बात आती है तो आप बिना कुछ सोचे समझे purchase account को तो डेबिट कर देंगे. क्रेडिट किसे करना है? This time you have purchased goods from Ravi. The name of the person is given, which falls under personal account. So debit the receiver, credit the giver. According to that, debit the receiver, credit the giver. According to that, when you are buying goods from Ravi, who is the giver? Obviously, Ravi is the giver. So he needs to be credited. The journal entry will be purchase account debited to Ravi account. We will debit the purchase account. We will credit the Ravi account with rupees 5,000. The journal entry will be purchase account debited to Ravi's account. Natural personal है ना, तो मैंने apostrophe s लगा दिया. Purchases account debited to Ravi's account. Just check let's check the transaction journal entry in the format. Purchases account debited to Ravi's account should be the journal entry. So on January 17, we do have the journal entry that is purchases account debited rupees 5,000 to Ravi's account rupees 5,000. Goods purchased from Ravi on credit. अब इन्होंने सिर्फ रवि लिखा है तो वो भी करेक्ट है, और अगर आप उसमें apostrophe s लगा के अकाउंट लगा देते हैं तो भी करेक्ट होगा. मैंने दोनों बताया आपको. फाइन. Moving further to the next transaction, second last transaction of January 20, with which we will just end up our class today. Last two transactions. The transaction on January 20 is bought machinery for cash. This time what you have purchased a machinery. So whenever we buy goods, we debit the purchase account. But whenever we purchase a fixed asset, that fixed asset itself needs to be debited. Fine. फर्नीचर को जब परचेज किया था तो हमने एंट्री क्या की थी, फर्नीचर अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश अकाउंट. तो अब जब आप मशीनरी को परचेज कर रहे हो तो आपकी जनरल एंट्री क्या हो जाएगी, मशीनरी अकाउंट डेबिटेड टू कैश अकाउंट विद रुपीज 8,000. एंड लास्ट वन, पेड रेंट. अब पेमेंट आप करोगे तो ऑब्वियसली कैश में पेमेंट करेंगे, और रेंट का क्या नेचर है, रेंट इज एन एक्सपेंस, सो एक्सपेंस आर ऑलवेज डेबिटेड, सो रेंट अकाउंट विल बी डेबिटेड। और जब आपने कैश में पेमेंट किया है तो बिजनेस से कैश चला जाएगा, और जब कैश जाएगा तो आपको क्या करना होगा, कैश अकाउंट को क्रेडिट करना पड़ेगा। सो जनरल एंट्री क्या बन जाएगी आपकी, रेंट अकाउंट डेबिटेड टू कैश अकाउंट विद ₹400। इन दोनों ट्रांजेक्शन की जनरल एंट्री एक साथ ही चेक कर लेंगे हम। तो ये मैंने आपको बताया ऑन जनवरी 20 जनरल एंट्री क्या होगी, बॉट मशीनरी फॉर कैश की जनरल एंट्री क्या होगी, मशीनरी अकाउंट डेबिटेड टू कैश अकाउंट। और 27 पे एंट्री क्या होगी, रेंट अकाउंट डेबिटेड टू कैश अकाउंट, मशीनरी अकाउंट डेबिटेड टू कैश अकाउंट एंड रेंट अकाउंट डेबिटेड टू कैश अकाउंट। लेट अस चेक द जनरल एंट्री इन द फॉर्मेट। Here we do have the both the transactions. So on January 20, it is machinery account debited to cash account, being machinery purchased for cash, ₹8,000 in debit and 8,000 in credit. And for the next one, rent account debited to cash account, being rent paid, ₹400 in debit and 400 in credit. And lastly, what we have done, we have just totaled up the format, debit column का and credit column का हमने total कर दिया, and if you will get the total equal as we are getting here 1,16,900, if you will get the total of debit and credit equal, it represents you have passed the correct journal entries and there is no arithmetical error has been committed. अकाउंटिंग एरर में रिमेन अगर आपने किसी गलत अकाउंट को डेबिट या गलत अकाउंट क्रेडिट कर दिया तो, बट so far as concerned with the arithmetical error, if the debit and credit comes equals, no arithmetical error have been committed. So this was the explanation for the whole of the question regarding the basics of journal entries. I hope you all had understood the complete concept of passing journal entries and the rules. As in yesterday's class, I just given the classification of accounts and the rules of debit and credit. Based over those rules, we have passed the journal entries today. Still, if you find any queries, any doubts, तो कल वाली क्लास भी मेरे चैनल पे अपलोडेड है और आप उससे जाके दोबारा देख सकते हैं। आज वाली रिकॉर्डेड क्लास भी अब से 15 मिनट बाद चैनल पे अपलोड हो जाएगी, आप उसे भी देख सकते हैं। because this is the basis, journal is the backbone of accounting. So journal का कॉन्सेप्ट आपके माइंड में क्लियर होगा इनिशियल लेवल का, तभी आप आगे का कॉन्सेप्ट अच्छे से समझ पाएंगे। तो आप जो जिसे भी अगर कोई डाउट बचा है तो डायरेक्टली आप विजिट कर सकते हैं चैनल पे और उसे रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर को दोबारा से देख सकते हैं। फाइन।